come a song to this world. I have become a song to my girl. How's it going? Christian here. Wit and wisdom from the Midnight Rider. It is exactly 5 a.m. Had an interesting evening tonight. I hung out with family till almost 1 o'clock and then got my kid home and made sure he was good, and then went out and started driving. First trip was a quick one. Got somebody home from, basically they were down here hanging out at the College World Series, which is always fun. Great time if you ever visit Omaha, Nebraska. It's kind of like our thing, our jam, if you will. We put on a good show. Great fans. Just a great couple of weeks for Omaha, Nebraska, and the fans that come here to hang out. After I got him home, I got a text from one of my employees at my regular gig that needed a ride home. And I took her and a couple of friends home, and that was pretty funny. Kind of got me thinking about that, filming people while they're in the car and talking, and I'd have to know where I was going because we couldn't use GPS while we were doing it, but they said they would definitely do it, and there was a little bit of singing, a little bit of fun. Obviously, they'd had a good time. So, got them home and made a couple airport trips. Airport trips are always fun. I don't know. I picked up somebody, way out in the Bennington area, and took them to the airport. They were going to a wedding down in Mexico by way of O'Hara, Chicago first. And I don't know. People travel. Just got done picking up a lady from Council Bluffs that was here for just one day. Probably had to stay in Council Bluffs because of the College World Series and all the Little League World Series that are in town. Also known for all these little tournaments. They're not little tournaments, actually. They're huge tournaments, but they're kids that come here for during the College World Series time, and we put on all of the fields all over Omaha and Council Bluffs do baseball tournaments, citywide tournaments, and that's kind of fun too. What else happened tonight? I picked up a girl from City View Apartments downtown. Took her all the way out to almost to the Bennington area out there. She was on FaceTime with a friend that was sitting in a bathroom the whole time. I don't know if she was trying to make sure she didn't get killed by the Uber or Lyft driver. She said it was the first time she was ever in an Uber or Lyft, so she probably talked her friend into staying on the phone while she was in the car with me. Because I'm so scary. But I don't know. People take Uber for a lot of different reasons. I think I previewed something that I was going to do about a trip that was not so fun for anybody, but I felt like I was doing the right thing, and I'm certainly going to talk about that in a Midnight Rider episode in the future. But basically, I wanted to talk about good stuff, man. I take people all kinds of different places all the time for so many different reasons. And many of them are for good. They're out having a good time. They're at the College World Series. They're going to see a movie. They're going shopping. They're going home from shopping. Or they're going home from a restaurant. Or going home from visiting family. Or going to visit family. I've even taken people to visit family when they said that we really don't want to go, but we feel like we have to go. Everybody's done that. I mean, who hasn't gone to families because you feel obligated to go to see family, but really don't want to go. But honestly, life is so short. Go see your family. Give them hugs. Give them kisses. Talk to them. Life's too short to avoid your family and your friends unless they're toxic people, and then life's too short to go visit them. Somebody that's toxic does not deserve to be visited until they figure out their stuff. And it's not your job to save them. Or maybe it is. But, I was told that, it's not everything's all doom and gloom, and it's not. I spent time tonight with some family of mine. A couple of my brothers-in-law, ex-brother-in-laws, and their wives, and their dad and grandma, and a whole bunch of cousins sitting around a fire and talking and hanging out, and it was great. Those are good people, and I had a good time, so much that I felt like I should have been driving because I could have been making money. 'Cause that's most of my driving should happen on Saturday night, but I didn't even start driving until about 1 a.m. 4 hours ago. But I probably should have started driving at like 9. My own fault, but I think it was worth it getting to hang out with people that I care about, and I think they care about me, and I know they care about my son. But be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. That's all I got. Midnight Rider, wit and wisdom. Be happy. Smile. Laugh. Peace out. Midnight Rider.